Why is emotional independence needed? Well, before we dive into the real definition of what is emotional independence, I conducted a poll with the audience and I asked, why do you think you need to be emotionally independent? And some of the opinions were really surprising, but at the same time, I still understand that this is the dominant opinion among people. So a few of these opinions went like that it means to not come off as needy or clingy, to not need people or friends, or to be need free and yet be happy. However, all these definitions of emotional independence are wrong and they are the result of the trauma wounds you might have got because of toxic connections in your life. And it could be a heartbreak which really sabotaged you, and now you feel that it is not okay for you to have needs because the world is too unfair. So you want to now shut yourself in a box. Or it could be the repeated scenarios in your life where your expectations from the people were being stomped over, and before this you were too generous, too loving, and now you hate yourself and are really confused at how this dynamic works. So you are now trying to shut yourself in a box, but at the same time you feel really lonely. You feel really lonely that you feel that no one is around you to acknowledge or understand your needs. So you are struggling with this phase that where you on one end want to become emotionally independent, and on the other you want people to understand you. And in this effort you now want to shut yourself in a box, and you're figuring out ways to become more stronger. And that is why a lot of you are repelled from the idea of even having a partner or getting married, because it goes against the definition of emotional independence. Now, let me be very honest that you need emotional independence, but you do not need emotional hyper independence. And you need people, and you have to learn how to be vulnerable while having the strong boundaries. And you have to also let go of the fear. So, emotional independence nowhere means that you deny your needs, rather, you accept your needs, and with those needs, you move forward. So, emotional independence is a lack of dependency for happiness on anything or anyone other than yourself. And this nowhere means to stop having needs from people or to stop having great connections in which you can be truly vulnerable. And all you need is the right tools that can actually help you become emotionally independent, which means that people in life will still play a great role, but you have the ability to be happy on your own by acknowledging your needs. So, just like financial independence does not mean that you are hating money. You are acknowledging your needs first, and that is why you're being financially independent. And same is the case with emotional independence. Becoming emotional independence does not mean that you have the ability to survive completely without any connection or relationship in your life, because even there's the ayah in the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that we have created you in pairs. What this means is that you and I have this innate tendency, a need, a desire inside of all of us to have connections. And without these connections, something inside us will always suffer. So maybe currently you are in situations where you are suffering or you are not completely connected with your needs. So you might be doubting whether it's okay to have relationships in your life, it's okay to have friends, or to shut yourself completely away from them and then feeling alone. So you're struggling. So if you are one of those, I have a transformational coaching program for you. And in this program, you're going to go through a whole perspective. Like you're going to see the life given to you in a different perspective in the light of first Quran, and how can you navigate through life and life situations by just looking at the bigger picture of life. So it is a 3-month program, and what I've seen in my clients has massive transformation just in 3 months. The second one is feminine energy program, and this program is going to help you get connected with your inner voice and your inner emotions, because that is the first step to be emotionally independent. Emotional independence does not mean that you deny your needs, rather, it means that you first fully embrace and accept your needs, and at the same time, you are still moving forward and you're still having connection or trying to establish connection with the people by real acknowledgement of who you are. And the next one is one-on-one coaching. You can come to me, you can talk to me, you can speak to me, and we can do the therapy on you by uprooting the trauma, because sometimes to become emotionally independent, you need to remove the deeper fears that might have resulted because of something tragic that might have happened in the past, or maybe in your